thoughts on my Toonami rant.
You forgot to mention Outlaw Star, which is like the best anime ever.
I said it twice.
Outlaw Star is awesome.
Says I forgot to say it. I said it twice.
So I still remember when Outlaw Star premiered, and like we were watching Dragon Ball.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, we'll give this show a shot because Gundam Wing had just ended, and they were like in between Gundams, like they were going to G Gundam and that.
Right.
And I was like, me and my brother were like, all right, we'll watch it. And then the first time that I don't know, when was the last time we watched Outlaw Star?
I couldn't count the years.
So it's on like a bunch of different networks now. You can find it. I'll probably just give you my Funimation after this.
Of course he will.
So you can watch it. But like, I just remember they're in a car chase, and Gene Starwin, who's the main character, pulls out the caster gun, which is a gun that shoots magic. And you're like, that's cool. And then he shoots it, and this big explosion comes out, and he takes out the guy that he tried using all this. I was like, I'm already hooked. I was like, that's it. And then the theme song on top of it, too.
Theme songs matter.
Theme songs, you know.
And it's kind of a dying art form. They're still involved heavily with anime and Japanese culture. We just don't believe in theme songs here as much in America anymore.
Yeah, theme songs in most animes, you could tell. Like, if you watch an anime and you watch the theme song, if you like the theme song, you'll like the show.
It's really a big factor. I understand why we don't do theme songs as much, to save more time for for more content, but that doesn't really matter with stream shows when there's no limits to your time.
I remember when Naruto came out and how everyone got all mad when the Naruto dub switched the opening theme song to the first Naruto theme.
Right.
People were like all mad about it. And then they kept on yelling about him not saying Datebayo. And then you realize, oh, Datebayo is just an exclamation mark in Japanese. So stop complaining. You just wanted me to yell exclamation mark?
Considering how... Because Naruto wasn't a 4Kids dub. That was a Funimation dub.
That wasn't a Funimation dub. It was like an independent dub. Steve Bloom's also in that too. He's Orochimaru.
Oh.
And Zabuza. And a bunch of other people.
Oh, I hear that voice now. Crystal clear. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Everyone's voice in Naruto's dub is perfect except for Naruto.
Believe it.
Thank you, Barny.
Hell yeah, dude.
Saw that one coming.
Hell yeah,
I mean, you have Troy Baker as Pain.
So wait,
Hell yeah, I love Troy Baker. He's
awesome. And then like to hear him like, and then like because Pain is such. I don't know if you watch Naruto or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that much.
A little bit.
So Pain is like, he's the whole like for me. That's where I stopped reading the manga for Naruto, because Pain is like Naruto's big crowning moment. It's his whole goal in the entire show is to get accepted by the village, and he finally does it.
Believe it.
Exactly. And you have Sasuke over there and his brother. And
now, was it still the same dub that continued into Shippuden?
Yeah.
So it was just this random independent company.
Yeah.
I always assumed
Yuri Lowenthal voiced Sasuke.
That I did know. I first discovered Yuri Lowenthal's voice via Sasuke, and he makes for a great Spider-Man.
He makes for a great Spider-Man. He makes for a great bad guy too, because he's also in a bunch of other things too.
He was also a really cool Omega Ranger in one of my favorite Power Rangers games.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sure he was feeling like crap doing that gig, but that's okay. We still love you, bud.
He's still a great voice actor. He's also a few other people too.
So how did you first get into anime? Yeah, how did you first get into
I have a funny story. So I wasn't really a big anime fan for the longest time. But when I was in 8th grade, Pokemon was like the big thing. So I would watch Pokemon. A few other friends, I'd play the card game or whatever, because I was just learning how to play cards. My friend Adrian Ford bet me a soda that if I watch Dragon Ball Z and I don't like it, he will buy me a soda. So I watched it, and it was the episode when Piccolo dies in the Saiyan arc.
Oh,
spoilers! So spoilers, guys.
Please, people already know this. Everyone dies like 3 times in Dragon Ball Z. We all get used to it.
It's been 30 years. Yeah. They're fine.
You're fine. So I didn't even say a word to him. I just walked in the next day of school, put a can of Coke on his desk, and just sat down. And ever since then, I love Dragon Ball Z. I still love Dragon Ball Z.
Hell yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z is only good when they're fighting.
Yeah.
I mean that in a serious way. Like, I was rewatching Super a little while ago, and it was the episode when Gohan gets his mojo back.
Yep.
Gohan gets his groove back or something.
Gohan gets his groove back.
So I was like, this is kind of boring. When are they going to fight? And then they fight. Like, yes! Like, when I went to go see the Broly movie, I was like, the Broly movie's alright. So, a bunch of plot in the very beginning. And then the rest of the movie, for like, the rest of the whole movie is just fighting.
Yeah.
It's fight after fight after fight, which is what you want in shonen.
I think a lot of animes learned from Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball
Z.
is like the most influential shonen ever written. Like,
No, I get in terms of a lot of in terms of writing, character development, and everything. But I think one thing that a lot of people learned too with Dragon Ball Z specifically was this is what happens when you go on too long. And I understand with Dragon Ball Z in particular, there were a lot of episodes with filler.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Frieza fight did not need to last 39 episodes.
Well, that's another thing too, is that they're not writing it week by week. They're writing it based off of a manga,
right?
And the manga can only go so far because it's only basically one guy trying to write a 17-page comic in like 2 weeks, which is insane.
I found this out, I think, very recently. I never knew that the Z in Dragon Ball Z stood for...
It's part 2.
No, not that it was part 2. The fact that Akira Toriyama was feeling like he was going to run out of ideas really quickly for the sequel series, so he just put Z to have it end the show after the Saiyan saga. But he wound up making more episodes for Dragon Ball Z than he did for Dragon Ball.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was the whole point of the
and
Z.
And then the manga is just called Dragon Ball. It's not even called Z.
Yeah.
And then especially the funny part too is that Toriyama was never a shonen writer. All of his other comics before that are all comedies. Goku's literally a parody of Superman. Destroyed planet, flying baby orb.
How did I never pick up on that before?
Yeah, he's even told you that he's a parody of Superman.
I never picked up on that before.
Yeah, Toriyama's he's also.
I also have done so much Dragon Ball Z in my life where I really have never dived back into it.
He's also when
I was younger.
He's also notorious for forgetting things, like when Battle of the Gods came out. I think I told you this.
Yep.
When Battle of the Gods came out, he didn't know what Super Saiyan 2 was. He forgot. his assistant's like, no, that's Super Saiyan 2. That's Super Saiyan 3. He's like, oh, okay.
He forgot about Launch, one of his characters from Dragon Ball. Totally forgot to put her into Dragon Ball Z, and he just forgot her ever
And
since.
then they put her in a filler shot at the end.
Yep. She's alive.
Yeah, there
just
you go.
Forgot after the last 10 to 12 years of doing this.
They also just completely forgot about Tien and giving him all character development.
They gave Yamcha more character development in Z than they did Tien. And all Yamcha did was just die.
Well, Yamcha's just known for dying. That's it. And now he plays baseball.
Yeah, it kind of, when you watch Dragon Ball Z, it feels like, what was the point of watching Dragon Ball?
I love Dragon Ball, though.
No, it's good. It's really good. I love Android 8. I really like the concept of the Red Ribbon Army, but it's just like, what's the point of watching Dragon Ball when it means absolutely nothing for Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z means more to Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
And GT counts, doesn't count, depends on which way you look
GT
at
doesn't
it,
count.
Yeah. So welcome to the Dragon Ball Appreciation Hour, guys.
I mean, yeah. I think it's kind of funny that you have Cell, you have Majin Buu.
Yeah, you can't quite see. We didn't
that's
have
my
enough
little
green.
Cell figurine that I bought for everyone.
Well, he's a black Cell right now. So.
Yeah, he's a black blob. You'll find him later.
Oh.
And he broke his leg.
Cell came apart.
Again.
That's okay. We'll keep him
man.
off camera.
Good man.
It's
Good
all
It's
good.
fine. He can just regenerate. Luffy also fell over too.
Yeah,
So if I can
days.
relate to this, I wanted to bring out a small little hand prop. Before I get to you, Sarah, I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about anime and such. Yeah, just before I forget, I don't know if you guys remember a show called IGPX. It was Toonami's first and only original cartoon series that started off as little shorts that became a full half-hour length show, lasted about 2 seasons. This game was incredibly rare to find when it came out, but I got it, and this game is lit. It's, for those that don't know what IGPX is, it's racing, but you're racing with giant mechas that also fight each other while they're speeding on a racetrack.
So it's basically a robot roller derby.
Yes, it's robot roller derby. Yeah, that's basically the best way to put it.
That's
And
what it is, yeah.
it's way more fun to play than watch, honestly. But yeah, that's lit. And so I have. You're noticing that I have this little Shonen Jump comic here. I also have a couple more here as well, but I'm not so much showing you the books themselves. I want to show you what I did with them. So for those that don't know, I do music outside of here. And for one of our videos, we did a mashup of Demi Lovato's I Love Me and Selena Gomez's Lose You to Love Me. And in the first line of the video, it says, I'm flipping through all these magazines. And I like putting in imagery that's a little personal to me. So I wanted to flip through some of these Shonen Jump things that
He's very creative.
Yes.
He is.
Some of these Shonen Jump comics that I had. And in one of them, I wanted to put Barney's face in as a little Easter egg. This one says killer. Ain't that great? Barney's chuckling over there. He's remembering all the good times.
Oh, man. Look at that
this
handsome
was-
British boy.
Oh yeah.
Then This one's a personal favorite. Yes, we are the police. And then this one is the favorite.
Oh,
This one is
man.
absolutely
So
my
good.
favorite.
So good.
Bam.
Look at that. You can see everything.
That
That's
means
such
Japan. I love it. I'm hoping this
Honestly, that's my fear.
I'm hoping this brings a smile to Barney's face because he certainly
Or
deserves
that Barny
it.
becomes Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barney becomes Japan. An adventure coming to you this November.
I'll write the manga.
You're not going to draw it though.
No, I can't draw it. It'll just be stick figures.
Doody doo.
Man.
Yeah, it'll just be Barney's face with stick figures as he conquers Japan.
I approve.
Oh man. Will that age well in 2020? Who knows? Find out.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Nothing ages well anymore.
Sarah,
Anyone in the chat?
is
Fun fact,
what? Yeah.
IGPX was cancelled due to tax write-offs.
Oh.
Along with Megas XLR and Symbiotic Titan.
I knew about Megas and I knew about Symbionic. I didn't know about IGPX included in that.
Megas XLR also had the coolest theme song ever.
Yeah, it did.
It was a song about giant robots, and now we all love them.
IGPX ended in a
Which
good spot.
also had Steve Bloom in it.
They're all everywhere. It's a small little cult of voice actors.
I know.
I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Yeah.
No, IGPX ended in a good spot where I didn't really notice that it was ending. Or better yet, I felt it was in a good enough spot to end where, if it came back, great. If not, oh well. But I didn't know tax write-offs had something to do with that. I knew it had something to do with Megas and Symbionic Titan, but I never knew that IGPX
I know
was
that
included in
Symbiotic Titan was done by Gendy Turaski,
Mm-hmm.
which was a show that I never watched, and I probably should have.
That poor man. He's had so much good work put out just to get thrown away.
Or decanonized.
Yep. So
His
so
Star
ridiculous.
Wars show got decanonized.
Garbage because it was good. He deserves so much more credit. But luckily, Samurai Jack came back.
It came back, and it was
Everything was
amazing.
It was glorious. Also,
Oh.
felt hyped up because it was on Toonami.
Oh my
that
God.
I cannot miss this. It is too important, especially when we got to the last one and Samurai Jack, spoiler alert, finally defeated Aku.
He goes back to the past.
He
I-
Back to
what?
the past. Back to the past.
Did you never see
Samurai
it?
Jack.
No, of course.
Watch out. Watch out. Sarah,
Yes, that is me.
do you want to talk about any of your experiences with favorite animes or animes that mean something to you?
I mean, the first anime that I ever truly watched was Sailor Moon.
You mean Girl Dragon Ball Z?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
It's
like
girl.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
every day.
It's, so Sailor Moon is
That's
a
great.
shoji, which is the female
image.
audiences.
Yep.
It's as important for shoji anime as Dragon Ball Z is for shonen. So it's awesome. I never really got into it. The only Sailor Moon thing that I own is my Magic the Gathering playmat, which is Sailor Venus, which she's wearing a V for Vendetta mask.
I
That's
think I've
really
seen
dope.
it. I think I've
Yeah,
seen you have it
it's-
before.
So
Yeah.
it looks really cool, and then when you look at it, this has got 3 jokes on it at once.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Sailor Moon. That was every weekend. I had all of the Sailor Moon movies on VHS and
Respect.
yeah.
When I was in 3rd grade,
Weeb.
when I was in
Shut
3rd
up,
grade,
Barney.
that was the only show that we were allowed to watch when we get up for school was Sailor
Yeah.
Moon. I didn't like it, but my sister loved it. So the first time I went to Anime Boston back in 2005, my sister's like, "You're going to a weird anime con?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do," because this was before I really got into anime. I had watched Dragon Ball Z, and that was really it. And then she's like, "Go find me something cool." I was like, "Okay." I'm looking around. I was like, "I don't know what to get her." And then I found the cells for animation. I was like, "Oh, that'd be a really cool gift for my sister." But she doesn't like Sailor Moon anymore, which is
It's fine
really
now.
weird.
It's fine.
I love the theme song though.
Yeah.
I think the
it's
theme
really
song to
good.
Sailor Moon is one of the best
Oh, definitely. For sure.
theme
Yeah.
songs ever made.
Absolutely.
So freaking catchy.
I watched. It's on Hulu, so I put it on just to listen to the theme song and stop. My brother Mike is like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, Sailor Moon theme
I'm going
song.
through my
Yeah.
Spotify playlist. We were talking before off camera, Sarah. You said you had seen Death Note.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Freaking love Death Note
You were
so
asking
much.
you were asking me if I had liked Death Note, the
Yeah.
movie, and I said, "Oh my god, I absolutely love it." And she thought I was crazy because she thought I was talking about the 2017 Netflix adaptation.
Which is garbage.
It is so garbage.
Garbage.
I watched 5 minutes of it, right?
Yeah.
I sat through that whole thing.
I got so
I watched the whole thing too.
So I remember when the manga came out, and my friend of mine he's like, "Here, read this manga, and if you don't like it, I'll buy you something new."
Yeah.
So I sat down, started reading it. I was like, "Okay, it's okay." Like halfway through the book, kept going. I immediately called him like within like a half hour. I was like, "Where's the second part?"
Yeah.
He's like, "That's all that came out." I was like, "I need more." And then the live action Japanese ones, which are great.
Which she didn't know I wasn't talking. That's what I was
So-
talking
I didn't know
about
that
with her.
existed.
So the live action Japanese ones are a cool. What if L had won?
Yeah.
And it's really good. And you can also it was the first time we realized what they did was, so they got all the English voice actors, and they dubbed it, and you're like thinking like, oh god, it's going to be like Godzilla. That's what I thought too. Was like, please don't be like old Godzilla movies. I love old Godzilla movies, but please don't be like that. Like, I'm sitting there trying to wait for like the lip delay and everything. So I got like halfway distracted through it because I'm sitting there trying to find all the lip delays. Like, nope. Okay, we're good. Now we can just watch the movie. But yeah, the movies are really good, and I wish they'd put them on Netflix or something so people could watch them.
Yeah, that was a great Halloween night when I watched both parts the first time.
Yeah,
I think I was like in fifth grade. Or no, seventh grade. I was in
wow.
seventh grade when I saw it. I was young. I
Yeah.
was like 12, 13. I'm like, man, this is the best Halloween I've ever fucking had. This is great.
You loved it. Yeah, then when we find out that the person's house we were doing it was his dad. He's like, yeah, I actually just like the anime. But like Death Note is, I feel like one of those animes that anyone can watch and they can enjoy. That one.
It's so great. Full Metal Alchemist too. Is
I
one of
rewatched
my
Brotherhood.
favorites.
I just rewatched Brotherhood
Very good.
during the quarantine, and I forgot how fluid that story is. Because I remember thinking it's 60 episodes, so this is going to take like a long time for stuff to happen. Stuff happens in like the third episode. One of my favorite character introductions is Edward Elric when he's reading off the components to make a person. Because I was like, I'm watching, I was like, okay, so you basically understand everything you need to know about this character just by him sitting down and reading to this religious girl everything you need to buy human beings and to make them. He's like, yeah, you can, and then the next part is, yeah, you can make human beings on the cheap. I was like, this is a really cool character. And then you have Alphonse. Have you seen Full Metal Alchemist?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Spoilers.
It's
There's
so
a live
good.
action too. I think there's a
There's a
live
live
action
action
of that,
one of
which
that.
I didn't
Recent, right?
mind. I thought it was good.
I watched, so like, for me, Full Metal Alchemist, I have to watch the dub. So
Yeah.
I watched the dub. I watched the original version. I watched it dubbed. I watched it on YouTube. I freaked out at the certain death, and everyone that's watched Full Metal Alchemist knows what death I'm talking about. He hasn't
No
seen
one
it.
dies, Merrick. It's fine. It's fine.
Of
He's
course.
Lying. He's lying. No one dies.
No one ever dies in
Nope,
an
nope,
anime.
it's fine.
No, I mean, come on. Have you seen Bleach?
No.
So Wayne, you have your straw hat next to you. Would you mind putting that on for everyone to see? We can't not talk about
Look at this
your
cosplay.
favorite anime.
My favorite anime is One Piece.
Of course
Well,
it is.
it's my favorite long-running anime.
Of course you'd break it down.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you break down shows.
Well, can you talk a little bit more about your love for One Piece before
My love
we
for One Piece
segue away?
came from my brother, who is an even bigger One Piece fan than I am. And I started watching the Japanese just because I was sick of Naruto. Everyone always comparing, because this was right when Naruto came out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a game called Tales of the Abyss, which is an obscure game. If anyone knows what it is, good for you.
Yeah, it's more on the obscure side.
So the band that did it, their opening song to it, I really liked their band. And I found out that they did a One Piece theme. So I went back, watched the One Piece theme, then went and started watching One Piece. I watched 65 episodes in like 3 days and realized I'm completely hooked. And then me and my brother...
You would typically notice after 65 days.
Yeah. 65 episodes straight. It's like next episode, just kept going. Got to Arlong, and a friend of mine once said that if you can get to Arlong and not feel any emotions during that arc, you have no soul. Which I feel like he's right, because Arlong's a great villain. The Nami arc.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a great villain. And then we got to Crocodile, which is my favorite villain in One Piece. And then that arc was amazing. Skypia's just straight Dragon Ball at this point, because he's like, oh, let's just have an adventure arc. And then, like, my brother got grounded for a while for running away or something. And I had a friend of mine, because the only thing he could do was read. So I had him copy, like, every single chapter of One Piece that came out. So I just sat there and just started binging the manga. And then I was like, yeah, I have like 4 One Piece statues in my room. I love One Piece that much. Angel, for me and my friend have a gift war going on. And to see who could get each other the better gift, Angel got me these massive Boa Hancock statues that I have on each side of my TV because I don't know where to put them. I was like, what do I do with these? I was like, I haven't watched One Piece in a while though because I've been waiting for it all to slow down or whatever. I haven't read it in a while either.
Do you know if they've slowed down production because of COVID?
They did.
I mean, everyone would have had to. But
I mean, My Hero Academia got slowed down. There was a song episode. They had to basically take a break for 2 weeks to figure out how they were going to do it.
Yep, they did. They just finished. Or at least they aired the dub, the season finale this past weekend. So
Yeah,
I know
I watched it.
I know everyone's caught up on My Hero now. So
Yeah,
that's
and a
nice.
friend of mine loves My Hero. I like it too.
I love it. I fell in love with anime all over again. Then having those feelings of nostalgia watching My Hero Academia because so many people knew that it'd be up my alley because it's an anime about superheroes.
Me,
that and One Punch Man, also that one.
For
too.
me, the anime that resurrected anime for me was an anime called Gurren Lagann, which is just insanity.
So good.
Yeah,
Barny
it's
says
so
it's
good.
so good.
It's so good.
Merrick, sorry, you haven't seen that?
No,
Oh, it's amazing.
If there's one anime you have to watch,
It's Gurren.
it's short too.
It's only 26 episodes.
oh, all right. Well, I can get behind that.
Watch it.
I can get behind short-term commitments.
Done by Studio Trigger, I think, which is a really good dance.
Yeah, I know the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, they also did Kill la Kill, which was a decent anime too.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite character.
Sanji, yeah, of course he is.
Should I do the bad 4Kids dub
No,
voice?
we don't talk about the
Hey.
Brooklyn accent in the
Hey,
lollipop.
name's Sanji. How you doing? Yeah, I'm
Did
a
you
cook.
hear what they did for the
Dubs don't exist.
when they did the dub for of course they don't.
In the dub
So-
that doesn't exist.
And the dub that doesn't exist on Funimation, when they were doing the Imposter One Piece arc,
Yeah.
or the Imposter Straw Hats arc, they got Chris Sabat, who voices Zoro, to voice Imposter Sanji, but he did it with a Brooklyn accent.
Oh my god.
So Funimation's been realizing all the little nostalgic things that people like. When they did Super, they had a filler arc with Vegeta when he got a clone of him.
Yep.
And they went out and found the Ocean dub voice of Vegeta, just to come back to do those.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
because I
that's what-
watched that arc.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they did that for it. and
Oh,
they
that's
did-
brilliant. Funimation they know what's up.
they know what people remember. So they wanted to poke fun at One Piece because everyone hated that dub.
But the theme song was so good. I understand. I get it. I sympathize. I'm on your side. But the theme song was so good.
I don't say that the theme song wasn't good.
I mean, look at what 4Kids wrote. They gave us Pokemon. They gave us Yu-Gi-Oh, the One Piece theme.
See,
there's a couple of them more that I
so
can't remember,
Barney would
but-
be happy to know this. When I watch Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah,
I watch it in Japanese. I watched all of 5Ds in Japanese and loved it.
I should watch Yu-Gi-Oh GX in Japanese to finish the arc because 4Kids
Yeah.
didn't give us the last arc. Barney, sorry, you were calling us over?
Yeah, the voice actor for Sanji's 4Kids dub quit voice acting.
I don't blame him.
That's sad.
Well,
When
there
they
must be a reason.
when Konami dubbed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Dimension movie,
Yes,
they got the voice actors from 4Kids to do it.
which was smart. It's
Yeah.
shocking that everyone came back for
And
it.
then
but-
it was everyone's voice was fine in that, except for Joey Wheeler, because Joey Wheeler's voice is just a cheap Brooklyn accent.
I want to know who thinks Brooklyn accents on anime characters works.
It's
Who
weird.
they
because,
did it for Joey. They did it for Sanji.
So Joey Wheeler is actually just a reference to Wheeler from Captain Planet.
Really?
Yeah, Wheeler. He has a Brooklyn
Oh,
accent.
wheelie.
Yeah. Wheelie.
Really?
Wheelie.
Well, that's reasons to.
Yeah,
hate yourself?
That's reasons to hate yourself too. I'd hate myself if I was.
Ma,
talking-
why is our last name Wheeler? Huh? Where'd it come from? Is it a family name? We're based off an American kids cartoon, sweetie. Well, that's stupid.